Welcome, Aquarius. It's time for your end of October or November reading. This is CJ, and this time frame will be around Samhain through the end of November. Thank you for your patience while I get back to my readings. I'm in this ridiculous brace, and sometimes sitting for long periods of time can irritate my knees, so I've been slow to get all my readings out. But anyway, here we go. It's doing so much better. And what a beautiful time to do readings. This is a bonus reading, so it's going to be a little longer than what you're used to. If you were part of the first 3 or 4 that I did earlier in October, which is also over the same time frame, you know I'm doing some oracles. We're going to do some love reading at the end, as well as the money and career. So it's a full November reading. All right, let's get you started. Let's see what your ancestors would like to say. Hope you're doing well. Please remember this is for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North and South Node Aquarians. So if it's not resonating, let it be and go look at your other signs, okay? In those positions. Oh, there we go. Star ancestors. Well, look at you coming through in your own reading. The star. Right? But this is star ancestors. So this would be follow the voice of your soul. Now, some of you might identify with being a star seed. Pleiadian, Lemurian, Venusian, Syrian, so many. But here you go. Look at that. Beautiful. You not only have support of those in the ether, but it's also telling you we're speaking to you. Follow the voice. Follow what your intuition is telling you. Okay? This card's everywhere because I was warming this deck up. All right, let's see if I can make some room so you guys can see everything. Lovely message from the Angels and Ancestors deck. We're going to pull an overall energy with the White Witch Tarot. And then I'm going to pull some really cool cards. They're called Mirror Visions. They're very hard to see on camera. I didn't realize it. They're mirrored, but I'll read them and I'll show them as best as I can. They have 2 meanings, but they also are an oracle and a tarot deck combined. So, and I have the book here because somebody gave them to me and I'm just learning them. So I don't have all the messages in my data banks yet. All right, Aquarians. It's a beautiful message that they came out in their own reading through the ancestors. Oh, you have a couple. Okay, cool. Fool. So this is certainly following a new path, the Fool, new beginnings, new starts. Maybe you've just ended a cycle or about to end a cycle. And it doesn't mean your entire life. It could be a job. It could be an addiction. It could be a habit. It could be a routine. It could be a project, right? Especially for work. It's ending and a new beginning has come. And justice. So you might even have something that's more balanced. Libra here, fellow air sign. With a new beginning and something that feels more centered. Especially with the star ancestor telling you to follow your voice. You might have found your center, your balance, what enthuses you. And this could be karmic too, especially with Fool there and this new start. But it can also mean that there's a new start with a judgment. Let's say you were finally given a judgment for something medical or for child support or maybe at work or even a contract that needed legal oversight, right? Because this is a card of legal. So for some of you it can be that. But overall it feels like a new start in something with the card of Libra here in a much more balanced and centered space, which is beautiful. So beautiful. Okay, let's get what we get from our Mirror Visions. Look at these tiny itty bitty cards, and you can see how it's like really reflective, so it doesn't always pick up very well. I'll do my best. What do we have for our Aquarians? Messages. Thank you. I will read that in the upright because that flipped out and then I moved it, so I'm not quite sure what position that's in. So we'll find out what that is in a second. Again, thank you. I'm CJ. If I didn't say that. Welcome. If you're new here, don't forget to hit the subscribe and like button. Thank you. I appreciate you. 3 of Chalices. There's a celebration. Okay, thank you. I'm going to go with that. So the first card out, I had a feeling that 3 of Pentacles. Look at the beauty in your... Oh, wow. The light hitting that is perfect. 3 of Pentacles. Building something beautiful. Now, in this case, you see like the stained glass window is placed right in the middle of the brick or the stone as something is being built. But this is creating beauty in your life. Very Libran, very Venusian energy. Or even Taurus, if you have some Taurus. This is about aesthetic, look, feel, life, comfort, seeing art. It's even a card of art. So if you're involved in the arts in some way, this can be indicative of that. We have soulmates. We have the 6 of Birds, which is the 6 of Swords. 3 of Chalices, which is the 3 of Cup, and the Vessel. Okay, so the 6 of Birds, 6 of Swords. Now, this is also one of, you look at this and this looks like a straight up turmoil. The 6 of Swords is leaving something behind, letting it be, moving on, very Fool-oriented. Soulmates is a card I have not had yet. And I love the fact that the Vessel is here because the Vessel is also attached to the Devil card. So there's this like something is trapped inside this. Look at that. Beautiful. It's a gorgeous looking vessel. Right? Gifts, wishes, intentions, spirit. But you're called to break free. Will you break out of this lovely trap you've created for yourself? Ooh, that's big. That's super intense. I'm going to look up soulmates, so give me one momento, por favor. And let me tell you what that is. Because this card I have not seen yet. I don't know if it's in the... Oh, yes, lovers and soulmates. Sweet. So it's associated with Gemini. Look at you. You've got Justice. Now you have Gemini coming in here. With the Lovers, Major Arcana. This looks a little tumultuous, though. Look at that. Let's see what this meaning is. The Lovers and Soulmates, upright meaning, partnership, individualism, blossoming relationship, and deep connection. The Lovers and Soulmates, what a pair to pull. Both of these cards sing of partnership, romance, or otherwise. We have soulmates in our lives that can materialize as lovers, friends, and family, and pets. We move through time tethered to these souls, and through companionship we learn about our own individuality. When this card shows up, it asks you to pay attention to these relationships, nourish them, and they will fill you more than anything else. Now, I didn't see if that came in disconnected and I turned it upside down or in reverse, but if it was in the reverse, it's something that refers to as disconnected from those soulmates, those people, that thing that you love. What I find so interesting in this is you have the building beauty, building that community of aesthetic and art and love and creation, and it feels very, I'm letting stuff go and I'm moving into a life that is far more self-loving and aesthetically pleasing. Ease, comfort. Like I'm looking at someone like fluffing pillows, and it isn't about necessarily buying and feathering your nest, which would be more maternity, which we're not getting here. It's more about creating an environment in your world, in yourself, and in your world, in your work, in your home, in your community of beauty, love, and gentleness, and not buying into all of the dark energy that's out there right now. Which, Aquarius, we need you to do that. We really do. Three of Chalices. There's the Three of Cups. And you know what that means. Celebration. It's joy. This contract, this karmic, this letting go, maybe breaking that vessel and saying, no more, I'm not dealing with this anymore. I'm starting on this new beginning. And boom, and you have people, soulmates, friends. Remember, you follow your voice, but your ancestors are here helping you. And this is such a lovely, if this was just a tarot reading, straight up right there, you'd be like, yes, I'm letting go of some old cycles and I'm moving into something absolutely beautiful and new. Just really amazing time for you. All right, so now we're going to get into the money section here. Okay, so soulmates, I'll have to remember, soulmates are lovers. Thank you. Labor, rebel, and motivator. These things popped out like right away. Laborer. A new job of some kind is coming. Coming your way or going back to work. A career in construction, maintenance, or any kind of labor work could be for you. Your dependable and loyal nature will be rewarded soon. Keep at it. So, for some of you, it could represent the kind of work that you do or you're interested in doing. But for the rest of you, Spirit and the money oracles are acknowledging the work that you're putting out there and how this is going to reward you. We have a great card of reward here with the Three of Chalices, which is success and celebration. Motivator. There's a skill that you possess that the world needs. What did I just say about all of this, about creating this beauty and how we need you, Aquarius? Do you know statistically there are less Aquarians than there are of any other zodiac sign? And every sign has its particular gifts, and some are favored and some hold the deep, and you know we all know what they're primarily of. But the Aquarian, we are in the Aquarian age. We are in the Aquarian dream, in beauty, in connected to the stars, in finding ourselves again. And this is why I was saying we need you to hold that energy, because this is one of the major gifts that you bring into this world. And here you are with Motivator card. You could turn that into something that is financial if you're so inclined to. Consider a career in coaching, speaking, lobbying, activism, or mentoring. You may be in need of motivation yourself or need some inspiration. In which case, go and find someone who's going to be a hype person for you. Get you moving, right? Or even to help you in your finances, Okay, the Rebel. I love this card. Sorry, I'm a fire sign, so I just love this card. You're a trailblazer, as I just said, meant to see things differently and set a new path for others. Preach, 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 preach. Your rebellious spirit makes you a great system buster to teach others a better way. An old belief about money could be preventing you from getting ahead. I'm not feeling that. What I'm really feeling from you is you found your truth. You are centered. You're starting to feel like Aquarius. You're starting to get back to. Because if I recall, there's been some really rough months and readings for you guys. And I don't remember all the readings. It's very hard to hold on to it, especially with personal readings and other healing modalities that I do. But I know Aquarius has been kind of in the dark in some ways in some of these readings. So to see this as breaking through, creating beauty, breaking that vessel, leaving the devil behind, and walking into your new life is just a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous energy. So it's not just for you, but it's also in your money and your career and how you value. If you've seen my readings before, my specific money and career readings say that, but it's more importantly value, self-value. What's that frequency that you're giving out into the universe? Because your frequency, how you feel about yourself, is what you're telling the world. That's your financial and your energetic currency. Got to be careful with that. Because what you're putting out is what you're getting back. The energy is energy. The universe feels it, sees it, hears it, and they're like, okay, that's where you are. That's what we're giving you. Right? Difficult. Very difficult. Sorry, I just realized my chin is like in here, so should have lowered the camera more on the cards. I'll adjust that in a minute. There we go. First card out, 8 of Wands. You're doing it fast. When you make this decision, when you come to this, it's fast. And you might have done this in August. Could be a timepiece. Queen of Swords. There's your queen. You came to your... Oh, God bless. You are definitely fired up here. 9 of Wands. That pause, that reflection, the rest, the thinking about before you go through the next phase. Because the 10 of Wands is exhaustion, but it ends the cycle. Right? Overwork. But here you're in this pause, reflective moment, contemplating, deciding your next move. 2 of Cups, soulmates. Look, all these different decks, and we're still getting a lot of the same messages here. God bless. Page of Cups, new love, and 2 of Coins. Maybe you felt a little overworked. Juggling. Coins. Value. You have a 2s in here. 2s are showing up strong for you. I don't feel you're doing this for too long. While this is a blessing of wealth and abundance and a lot of things going on, it can feel a little overwhelming while you're doing all of this juggling and handling too many things. But I really feel like this is connected to your vessel, and this is where you're breaking that, getting to your truth, finding out, making a decision. Pause and reflection here with the Queen of Swords. Your soulmates are helping you. And this Page of Cups is news of new joy, new love. Somebody younger. Or you finding something that you really love and enjoy. Goodness, beautiful, beautiful reading. All confirming what oracles and major arcana have said already. All right, let's pull out some. We're going to go with the love oracle for you guys. We're going to take a quick change up here. Get into the love side, because I don't feel like there's anything else to say with this reading in that regard. So let's get to love. Little bonus. These will be about 20-25 minute readings, so I thank you for hanging in there. Is this going to flip? That wants to flip. Okay. Passion. Insane chemistry. Like each other equally and having fun. 2 of Cups. Some of my Aquarians, you're either reigniting this relationship you're in, or there is a relationship coming through. There is a seduction here. So some of you will need to be careful, because while the seduction is attraction, flirting, dating, hooking up, you want to be careful that with the temptation and any kind of third-party interference. Okay? But the seduction and the passion is absolutely ooh la la, what we're talking about with the soulmates here, and this beauty, right? And the newness. So it's either igniting an existing relationship, or there could be someone that's coming around who might seduce you, or you seduce them. All right, here. Oh gosh. All right, this is the Modern Love Tarot. Thank you, Aquarius. Let's get some clarifiers for this. And we'll finish with some dragon energy. Page of Swords. New thoughts, new decisions. Again, this is new, Fool, new beginning. You're not in Knight. You're not in any of this. The only higher court card you have is the Queen of Swords. Your queen helping you decide. This is the Page with new thoughts, new beginnings, new information. Another air sign, perhaps. Someone coming to you who's a great conversationalist. Can also win someone because it's a little impish energy. Could be someone who likes to play jokes, or who's funny, right? Think air, conversation, humor. But how fun. Okay. Aquarius. Any other clarifiers? Yeah, look at you. All right, you flipped over 7 of Swords. I feel like wherever those secrets were, you're letting that go. Now, I would call to caution like there were secrets being hidden. Maybe there was something in a past relationship sneaking around. So for some of you, there's a subtext of the sneaking around with this third-party interference or someone. Be very cautious of that. I mean, this is where justice could come in and the new beginning could come in. It's not going to be for the majority of you. I feel like it's a really small group and a subtext for some of my Aquarians, because as you know, this is a general reading. But if there's a side message that's going to come through, I will say it. Thank you, Spirit. I'm so honored for your presence. What do we have for our Aquarians? Thank you. Oh, Four of Cups. There's where you weren't satisfied. People are having fun. Everything, life is great, you know. You are not seeing the party, or hadn't seen the party. And here comes the Knight of Pentacles. It was slow. It took time. But now you're in a situation where your soulmate or your partner, and this Four of Cups could have been in the disappointment of something in the past, right? That seduction, that secret, that's something that you found out. But the Page of Swords is sending you new information, new thoughts, someone more fun, someone more exciting, someone that's really a great conversationalist with you, that you might be able to have wonderful thoughts and conversations and a communication style. Then you have Knight of Pentacles. Slow. It took a time. It took a moment. It took a while. But this is grounded. This is abundant. This is fertile. It could be a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. But generally, this is someone who's so grounded and earthy, and you feel comforted, or you are in that state and you're actioning it. You're like, no more of this BS. Not playing where I'm not satisfied with my life, where I'm not seeing the party here. Any other cards? Any other cards on love for our Aquarians, spirit, angels, and guides? You're putting that, and look at this death. Oh, Scorpio. It is Scorpio season. We are in Dia de los Muertos. We are in All Saints Day, All Souls Day. We are in shadow time. We are in Scorpio season. Death to the old. Rebirth to the new Aquarius. Repeated, 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 repeated. And there is, not only a timeline, but also one of transition, transformation. The old Aquarius is dying. It's a, I know you all know this, but it's not real death. It's the death of a situation, a thought pattern, an old relationship, something at work, maybe even a lifestyle, because I'm getting major lifestyle vibes here. And you're moving on. You're emerging. As you notice, while you might have the skull and candle and have death, you have nothing but green butterflies all around, signifying it's time to fly, it's time to bloom. You were larvae, you were in the chrysalis, you broke free as the caterpillar, and now you've bloomed. I love this energy. To have death there, chef's kiss, as they say. Okay, let's get... It shows in your love life, in things that might have been tumultuous for you, where you were not satisfied. You are moving on there, Aquarius. Fire dragons. What final messages do you have for... Now, I know this is my fire dragon deck. Love it, love it, love it. So, fire dragons are fourth dimension elementals. It's Thor and the fire dragons, ruled by Archangel Gabriel. And their messages can be of love, of person, of whatever. But they take out negative energy and they burn that away. And then we call in Archangel Gabriel to bring in the diamond white light to heal. And I don't know why I went through that to tell you, but some of you might have needed to know that. Friendship, soulmates, here you go again. Friendships. A friend needs your help, your kindness, and excellent counseling will get them back on track. A friend needs your help, your kindness, and excellent counseling skills will put them back on track. There's your soulmates. And in helping others, you help yourself. This could also be reversed, where a friend is helping you. And property. A property purchase or sale for many, but heed security concerns in any transaction. There is the Seven of Swords. It's coming out. And also the Pentacles can represent, while this isn't the either Ace of Pentacles or one of the cards that could represent home. However, Pentacles in general are earthly. So it could very well be a new purchase, actioning towards this. So while that is exciting, you may purchase or sell something, make sure, legal, with justice here, you double check. Just do your diligence. Okay? All right. I am going to leave that there. What an interesting reading for you. My gosh, so many good things. But what has been troublesome? What has been unfulfilling? What has not motivated you is returning. You are dying, proverbially, and coming out new. A new level. This Fool, and you're supported by your own ancestors, your own guides. I love this. All right. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Hit that like, subscribe. I appreciate you all. I'll talk with you all soon. We'll be ending the year. Winter solstice is coming up. I don't know. How did this happen? But anyway, love and blessings. Talk with you soon. Bye for now.